Namaskar to all of you today. I would love to introduce Kseniia from Russia to you today on our overall well-being discussion series. She is a global business development representative of MED Regress and a social media representative. I welcome you, Kseniia, to talk about a few words about yourself.
Yes, as you correctly mentioned, I am a social media sales representative and a global business development manager. The global business development management I am doing currently for my father's account here on LinkedIn. My father is dealing with the registration of medical devices in Russian Federation. He has been dealing with it for a long time, more than 15 years, and for almost 30 years, he has been working with medical devices. So currently, I am running a page, an account page, a corporate page here on LinkedIn. So everyone who is interested can visit and follow this page. I generally place a lot of valuable information for those who are interested in this topic. Above all, I am not only the social media sales representative, I also identify myself as a customer service representative, social media marketer, graphic designer with a passion to marketing, promotion, and with the constant will to self-development. This is my kind of a short description. If to speak about my education, I have graduated from Moscow State Linguistic University, so foreign languages are also among my, let's say, advantages. That's why I love interacting with foreign people. I love doing things that are connected with the interaction between different cultures, countries, with people from abroad, and so on. So currently, I am going to introduce my work as a graphic designer also, because I'm going to run my own account, my own corporate page. I'm going, in the long run, it will also be, there will also be a website. So why? Oh, first of all, why am I doing it? How did I come to it from the work of the customer service representative? Because before, I also had more than 5 years of experience as a customer service representative. And now I would like to tell you how it turned into graphic design. So it started during the time when I was working for the Turkish company. In Turkey, the employers value sales skills a lot. So Turkish people are, let's say, they are almost all of them are good in sales. And at my working place, I was the only one who didn't know the sales skills. So I was occupying the position of a customer service representative, but they also required to have sales skills in future. So later, after I left that company, I started to explore about this topic. I also loved the idea of how to attract the customers to the company. So it can be done via different tools, not only sales, also marketing, promotion, and graphic design as well. And I loved also the idea during this way, while I was going to graphic design, I was doing also the promotion of one company here on LinkedIn. I started to do this images for social media, and I loved it, really loved it. I find joy in doing it. I found it very, how can I say, helpful, and I really become very happy when I see that I can apply the knowledge that I learned before in these pictures, exactly in the things what I'm currently doing now on LinkedIn. So yeah, firstly, these were very, very bad pictures. As I remember, it was the beginning of the last year. So actually the period of time was not very long, but still I could, you have seen recently probably my branding kits. So I have now in my portfolio already created branding kits that I created also for my father as well. I also created some designs for clothing brands, for also other design agencies as well. So this is really what I love doing now. How am I different from other designers. Because, you know, on LinkedIn and everywhere you can find a lot of designers. So my main difference is that I create these designs based on the skills and knowledge of advertising. So I am trying always to gather as much information as possible about the company, about its story, values, who their customers are, what are their customers' likes and dislikes. If this information is not available, I'm trying generally to help somehow them. So gathering all this information together helps me to create exactly designs that work and that help to attract customers, that those designs that are, let's say, attract a particular customer to the company. So this is how I'm different. Besides, I can, as I have graduated from the linguistic university, I can create promotional texts in English, Russian, French, a little bit, and Turkish. So this is also one of the points. Also, every time I'm trying to create a unique design. So I never use, except maybe one package. There is one package like a fast logo design where I don't use custom elements. These are already ready elements. But in other packages, I always try to create unique designs for every company. And for every my customer, I run the competitors' research, the competitors' analysis. For example, if we speak about logo design, so after gathering all this information from the customer, I also conduct a competitors' research based on the area where this customer operates. For example, it can be a city, it can be a country, a group of cities or countries. So I just look at all those brands that are already present and at the designs they have. And I'm trying to create something unique and something that stands out so that my clients have a unique and memorable brand identity in the digital world. So these are probably, these are the main differences and the advantages as I have as a graphic designer. So yeah, that's a short presentation, I guess.
I thank you very much for that wonderful information that you have provided about yourself. You're very kind-hearted, and the way you go out and reach people to help them, to support them, and your knowledge about well-being and your support of me on LinkedIn is also, from that we can understand that how much you actually go out and like to help people.
Thank you.
Have a very giving heart. I would like to ask you, because we are on an overall well-being discussion series, what is well-being for you?
Well, for me personally, well-being is being able to do what we like and what we want. But if we speak about general definition, it's the way how we value the quality of our lives. As I read yesterday and before yesterday, well-being consists of three parts: mental part, physical part, and economic part. And there are different ways how to improve each of these parts. The mental part, as in turn, by the way, is divided into emotional part, psychological, and social part. So I found a lot of interesting material about how to improve the mental part. For example, I will show some examples that also vibes with my own thoughts. First of all, it's the way of thinking. So sometimes people think negatively, especially nowadays during the time of the pandemic. And there is a kind of small exercise which everyone can apply. So while if we think negatively, and each time we start to think negatively, we should stop ourselves intentionally and start to think about something good. I think it is a well-known thing, so not something new. And we should we should do it every day, for like 21 days or 1 month, and after a certain period of time it will already become a habit, and the amount of negative thinking should be reduced due to it. Besides, it is essentially important to avoid different kinds of addictions and bad habits. For me personally, if I speak about myself, for example, I have never tried smoking in my life. So there were a lot of people around me who would tell me, you would definitely smoke, everyone is smoking around. But I said, why? No, I am different. Everyone is different in this world. I will never do it. And really, until this day, I have never tried smoking. And me personally, I also try to avoid different kinds of addictions, be it a human addiction, be it an addiction also to social media, to screens. By the way, screens is also a separate topic, because there is kind of a group of people who like to watch screens before sleeping. It is better not to do it. Yes, because it is a scientifically proven fact that this negatively affects our emotional and mental well-being in general. So better to avoid using screens 30 minutes or even 1 hour before sleeping. So also what I would like to share, before my son was born, I was doing Kundalini yoga exercises. This was my hobby. I was doing it, yes, for like 3 years, I think. And yoga really helps even after the first, exercise, you will feel yourself better, because yoga helps to get rid of stress. It induces the creation of hormones of happiness in our brain. Not only yoga, also it is valid for other kinds of sports, but yoga particularly. And there are some very, very simple exercises that everyone can use in yoga. So some of them can help us to get rid of stress. We will feel better after the first exercise. And even if we do, so in Kundalini yoga, there is such an understanding that if we do the same set of exercises for 40 days, it will lead to changes in our mindset. If we continue doing it long, it will change our mindset even much more. So that's why I remember when I was doing this Kundalini set yoga exercises, Kundalini yoga exercises, I was always feeling myself happy, despite the fact that everything around was very bad. It was, I remember, during the time that I was working for my company in Turkey. And in Turkey, there is always a lot of stress in the working place, doesn't matter. So it's the way they live. So I was always, smiling, laughing, and everyone was looking, oh my God, what is it? Why? Everyone was upset, everyone was anxious, was afraid of something, was nervous, but I was always very kind due to these yoga exercises. Besides, they helped me a lot during pregnancy when I was waiting for my child. And my birth was with no difficulties. It was completely perfect for me, how it passed. Also, I would like to outline that it is essentially important to surround ourselves with high-quality people, with those who will support us, who will lift us up, who will help us in what we do. Because obviously, if there are, all people who are close to us and who are continuously telling us that you are losing, that you will not be able to do this and that, it will definitely lead to negative impact in the mental well-being. So it is also an important factor. Also, what I have found, it's like spending times with friends, listening to music as well, listening to positive affirmations. Yes, it is also a way. Yes, it is a good way to improve our mental well-being. Going outside, by the way, for me, it also works perfectly well. I love to walk in the parks. I love to be connected with nature. I cannot, for example, I cannot sit the whole week or months inside the house. It is completely not acceptable for me. And besides, when we go out, we receive the sun energy that creates vitamin D in our bodies. Also, finding new hobbies is a good way to improve our mental well-being, like changing activities, not doing all the time the same what we do. Yeah, so this is for the mental part. Then if we speak about the physical part, it is very, very, very common pieces of advice, like we should feed ourselves with healthy food, we should drink enough water, we should sleep well. Sleeping is also important for the mental part. We should do physical activity. Yes, physical activity, by the way, also not only yoga, but also normal kinds of sports is important, because during the physical activity, a part that is responsible for thinking, that is responsible for stress, starts to sleep, let's say so. And another part that is responsible for physical actions activates. So it led us to get rid of stress. That's why it is also important. And now the last part is about economic well-being. Nowadays, it is a little bit hard to improve this part due to the pandemic, but still, I think that we should try to go out of our comfort zones. We shouldn't give up, because there are a lot of people, even here on LinkedIn, I meet a lot of job seekers. A lot of people write me, do you have any job? Or just what I can do, I just can give advice is just do more what you are currently doing now. If you don't post, for example, apply, comment on the posts of your potential employers, improve your current skills. Yeah, by the way, improving skills is also an interesting point. Also, I would like to outline one thing. We should accept ourselves as we are, and we should accept other people as they are. Because every person is unique, and every person is has its own mindset that is influenced by many, many factors, like past experience, like people who surround this person. I don't know, a lot of things. And sometimes if people are angry with us, or maybe they feel some negative emotions, we should always keep it in mind that this person maybe had a bad day, or maybe in the past something happened that influenced this person, and now he or she behaves this way. So if we understand the reasons of why people behave this or that way, it becomes easier for us to accept they as they are. So this is also an important point. And yeah, so coming back to economic well-being, if we speak in general, it's about having a financial stability of our current situation and a financial stability in our future. So now there are a lot of issues how to have a financial stability nowadays and in the future. So that's why we have always think about plan B. So like, what happens if we, for some reasons, lose our jobs? Which skills do we have that can help us? So yeah, I think this is all the points that I wanted to mention.
Thank you very much for all of your inputs. I'm sure this is be very, very helpful for all the people who are watching this video and everybody around the world who takes interest in their overall well-being. As you were mentioning about all the different types of well-being, I was curious and I wanted to know what actually drew you to me and my posts on LinkedIn, because you always have a good word to say, you always support. So what is it that drew you to me?
Yes, why why did I pay attention to your posts? Because when you connected me, I started to look at your profile, at Yahoo Life's profile, and I found that the description was very good, that the content was planned, that everything was done, like not like in a random way, but like it was planned. Everything was planned and created beforehand. So I found it that your content is of high quality if to compare with other people. Of course, there are a lot of good corporate pages here. I don't say that you're the only one, but you really stand out with the way how you fill in your profile, which content you use. For example, you use these YouTube videos. And what I liked also that you guys also try to go out of a comfort zone. I found it really very interesting, and I found that you really do much effort. You really do a lot of effort to promote yourself, to show yourself who you are on LinkedIn. That's why I liked it.
Thank you very much for that. Is there a specific content which you really like? Because I heard you mentioning about affirmations. So have you heard affirmations? Would you like to
Yes,
say?
affirmations. Yes, I liked your affirmations. I like the information, the affirmations that you have currently on YouTube, that you have available on your Wellbeing store. Also, I liked the content where there was a discussion also about some psychological, if I'm not mistaken, this was some psychological issues also about well-being. You were discussing it with a girl called Ekta, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yes, so I liked it a lot, and I really saw that you guys try to push yourself to do more for yourself, for your brand. That's why I liked it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your encouragement. That truly means a lot. One more question I would like to add, because this is the first interview I'm actually having with the mother of a child, and you have a very young child. So I would guess that there would be a lot of stress in your life trying to maintain your professional life and your personal life, especially giving time to your baby. How do you handle that stress? How do you give yourself and him time?
Yes, you are completely right. It is very, very challenging to look after the baby and to do this LinkedIn activity. But I didn't have, let's say that I didn't have any other choice, because I find out that my English skills started to become worse, and I couldn't afford it. And I just started this LinkedIn activity. Firstly, these were articles about customer service. Later, it became posts, graphic design. And for me, I cannot say sit and degrade. No, of course, when we are playing with the child, when we are looking after the child, yes, we learn together with the child. It's true. But we shouldn't forget about our already existing skills, and we shouldn't stop just, keep doing one and the same activity every day. For me, it's a kind of a very, very hard thing. That's why combining my child and LinkedIn activity is very good for me, and it's exactly what I like. So I didn't want to to lose my skills that I already have. I didn't want to lose connection with people all around the world, because before my customers were also from different countries. So that's why I didn't want to lose it.
That's awesome. So you're actually giving a purpose to yourself, apart from just taking care of your life. You're giving a purpose to your life. You're doing something more. So that keeps you going. And this this is actually a big learning for every new mom out there, because they generally get lost in their life of taking care of their own child, and they feel guilty to give themselves time or to their career or to their life purpose. But
yes.
You have.
Yes, I can understand. But also what is good about it? Our children take examples from us. So if a child see that his parents are making a lot of efforts to succeed in their career, most probably he will do the same in the future, in his own career as well. So this is also one of the reasons why I'm doing so.
That's really awesome. That's motivation and inspiration for all of us right there, guys. So really,
Welcome.
it's really nice talking to you, Kseniia, getting so much knowledge to know about you, to let others know about you. And I welcome all the women to on LinkedIn, on YouTube to listen to Kseniia's video. Connect with her. She's a wonderful person to know, and she's an awesome support for every networker out there. I thank you very much, Kseniia, for joining us today. It was a joy talking to you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much for inviting me to your video session, Naveena. I wish you success in your future career and in what you do for Yaha Life.
Thank you very much for the Kseniia. Same to you too.